Today I have bad news for Toyota fans. If you think they're still making indestructible cars, vehicles, or trucks, and you're someone who gets offended easily, if someone criticizes this brand, you should skip this video because it'll really bother you. And I'm being serious because today I'm going to tell you something that a lot of people aren't going to like. Before you rush to the comments to claim Toyota is the best, stay until the end. Your opinion might change. I'll explain why they're not worth the price anymore and why the brand relies more on its past than present. Welcome. And I want to start it by saying that I had a Toyota Corolla, model 1995. I had it for 11 years. It never gave me any major problems, just routine oil changes, filter replacements, tire rotations, and brakes. The basics. That vehicle was a rock. I still remember it fondly, and I thank heaven for my Toyota Corolla. I sold it well after those 11 years. I sold it pretty well. And it was a vehicle you could put 1,000,000 miles on. And it kept going. Well, you could take it to the end of the world and back without fear. But that was the Toyota from before, the Toyota of the past. But today, it's a different story. Toyota still promotes its image of reliability, and many people continue to buy it. But the facts say otherwise. Just in 2024, attention, more than 443,000 Toyota Tundra and Tundra hybrid vehicles were recalled, what they call a recall. And there I show you the official letter that's published on the official Toyota website in the United States. Why were they recalled? Because of failures in the reverse lights? The reason? Moisture was getting into the system and damaging it. And that's just one example. There are owners who have received 3 recall letters at the same time. One for the steering, another for hard brakes, and another for fuel vapor leaks. Therefore, that image of being indestructible starts to fall apart, starts to weaken, and not just figuratively. But later on, I'll show you how. Even their current prices are hard to justify. That's the situation with Toyota. For example, according to Consumer Reports, Toyota and Lexus are no longer the most reliable brands. Subaru now holds that spot. They've dethroned them. A Toyota used to guarantee peace of mind, but that's not really true anymore. Just saying. What I'm about to say may surprise you. It's not just mechanical issues. Attention. The 8-speed Aisin automatic transmissions have been a headache. And if you're one of the owners, pay attention. Because there are probably solutions for this headache. But it's still something frustrating and concerning. Sudden transmission changes, odd noises, sluggish acceleration, delayed transmission response, and class action lawsuits over this issue. Yes, there are strange problems too. A Toyota Camry owner in 2023, something that was reported in the news, found mold and water accumulated in the trunk of an almost new car, a 2023 Toyota Camry. And later on, we'll take a look at the prices to see if all of this is justified. And the dealership didn't give her a real solution. Before, this was unthinkable for Toyota. Today, it's happening, and things are happening very often, and this isn't all. And it gets even juicier. If you're enjoying the video, please like it and click the bell for notifications. Many people watch the videos, but few actually subscribe. The subscription rate is acceptable, but there's room for improvement. And if you subscribe, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You're going to make sure that YouTube shows you these videos more consistently if you find them useful, if you like them. Check out my content, and if not, that's fine. Just move on, and let's continue. The most shocking part is seeing how much one of these cars costs. That's when the story gets interesting. Pay attention to that statistic. Toyota sold more than 2.33 million cars in the United States in 2024. In Q2 2025, their sales rose 7.2%, with almost 46% of hybrids and electric vehicles in that sales mix. Because, of course, the electric ones came to become part of Toyota's lineup, just like most other brands. But the current prices are not exactly for everyone. In its higher-end versions, for example, the Corolla XSE costs you nearly $30,000, and a Toyota Tundra Capstone almost $82,000. We're talking about big numbers here. Prices for a Toyota Tundra that just a few years ago were still within a reasonable range. See how much it's changed. Is it still worth the price if quality and reliability aren't what they once were? That's a great question to begin the discussion, and soon I'll explain why. It's not a coincidence. And how has Toyota been changing the way it manufactures vehicles? There's been a shift in philosophy. Toyota now sells more than just durability. That's what they maintain in terms of reputation, and that's what they try to keep selling in terms of marketing and advertising. Now they go for modern design, for presenting cutting-edge technology. Electrification mainly happens through hybrid models, as Toyota hasn't supported fully electric vehicles. New models look better, have more screens and lights, flashier interiors, and enhanced digital experience. They also talk about integrated safety and more efficient production processes, following the Kaizen philosophy. But if before the value was in mechanical robustness, now it focuses more on the visual and technological aspects. That's what many say, but not everyone thinks it justifies current prices. That's why it's key to compare what they used to be with what they are today. And if you're thinking about buying a Toyota, whether it's a Corolla, a Camry, a Tundra, a Toyota Tacoma, or a recreational active vehicle, well, pay attention. You should know everything that's happened with Toyota, because today's Toyota is likely different from the one you remember. Comparing the past to today, recall the 1998 Corolla, 1996 Tacoma, and 2002 Camry, just to name three iconic models from the Japanese brand. Those machines easily exceeded 500,000 miles trouble-free. Today, even though there are attractive hybrids, the experience isn't the same, and still, Toyota keeps celebrating as if that old reliability was still there. As I said before, they keep marketing it so people keep buying. If it's Toyota, it must last for life. But be careful, that's not real. To get the crown back, Toyota has to go back to the drawing board and research what it did so well with its legendary models. Apply the same philosophy of durability and, if not, adjust prices to reflect what they really offer today, which is not what people expect. And there are too many complaints, and those complaints keep increasing, and the recalls keep increasing. As long as they keep selling products below their promised standards, Toyota isn't worth their current prices. This opinion might be controversial. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm referring to the new models from 2021, 2022, up to 2025 and 2026, because there are already some 2026 models. We know that Toyota's prices they inflate them quite a bit. I don't have a problem paying one of those prices. If they're going to give me, or if they're going to stay true to that reputation. They say these vehicles are reliable and durable for a lifetime, but that's not true. I don't hate Toyota, and you know it. My 95 Corolla was spectacular. But that's exactly why it bothers me that today they sell such a different product, under the same name, under the same reputation. But while not everything is bad, some hybrids still offer good value and efficiency. But if you're going to buy a new one, do your research, check for recalls, and compare. It's very important to check which ones are subject to a recall or a service campaign. It's on Toyota's website. Just Google it and you'll find it. Before buying these problematic vehicles, remember, Toyota isn't what it once was and may never return to that quality. Well, the way the market is going, the trends, I don't know. I'd like to think that yes, they're going to turn things around and come back again, to present an offering of motorized vehicles, of transmissions, where people can say, I'm going to buy a Toyota with my eyes closed, like Gloria Trevi used to say, but no. Now then, do you have a recent Toyota? Do you have a Toyota, let's say, from the last few years? What has your experience been? I'm interested to know, did you have any problems or do you still think it's worth it? Tell me about it in the comments section because your experience can help other people. And that's what this channel is about, helping each other out. And about bringing alerts like this so people can make good purchasing decisions. If you had to choose today, would Toyota be the brand you'd go for? Or would you rather choose another brand? Taking into account, obviously, what I just shared? Or are you simply a Toyota fan and you wouldn't leave Toyota? You can also let me know that in the comments. If you're buying a vehicle, whether it's a Toyota, Honda, or Nissan, we have the freedom to choose any brand we want. I recommend that when you go to the dealership, you go prepared. There are some dealerships that are honest, that are pretty fair, but there are others that have sharks. There, lurking, waiting for someone who hasn't prepared to show up so they can take more cash, more money, more bucks, more dough than they really should pay. And that's why I've written a book where there are things you shouldn't say, not that you can't, but you shouldn't say. Because they have strategies to counter each of these things. And that's how they get you. If they ask you a question and you answer it in the wrong way or in the way they're expecting you to answer, you fell for their trap. and they'll get more money from you. That's why it's called Shut Your Mouth at the Dealership. It's my digital book. In the description of this video, if you look for it, you'll find how to get that digital book so that you'll be well prepared when it's time to look for your vehicle. I hope this video has been helpful and has served as a bit of guidance for buyers out there in the market looking for vehicles from different brands. It's important to know this. Share your opinion in the comments. If you like the video, you can watch one I have over here that's related, which you're going to love. I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe and like the video. A hug. Bye.